This is the best AI writing experience I ever had. I know it's a bold statement, but stay with me in this video because you will see something really cool, because Chibi AI changed again. Just some weeks ago, Chibi came out with a new version after 1 year since it was born, and it was quite good, but many users found it quite complex to use. So Chad decided to change it again, and now this is really the coolest AI writing tool I've ever seen. Welcome to Digital Toolcase. If you are passionate about AI writing, AI tools, click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. I want to make clear that this is not an affiliate review of Chibi because I'm not an affiliate, Chibi doesn't have an affiliate program anymore, so I get no money at all, but I like Chibi, I use Chibi, and I want to show you the new version. Now, let's go inside, and I will also show you the prices, but it's not important now. I want to show you how it works, because now Chibi is really super easy to use, but super cool. Everything is essential. You have a welcome page where you have some little instructions on how to use it. You have your account settings, and then you just have documents and archives. Really simple. If you go into documents, you have your documents library. You can tag the documents. You can, for example, filter them by your tag. Really simple to use. You can choose between the dark theme and the light theme. I hope with the dark theme you can see well. And then you have your editor, the new editor where all the magic happens. So let's try to create a new document, and as you can see, this is the new Chibi. You don't have 1000 buttons anymore, you don't need to learn 1 million things, you can just concentrate on your writing. Obviously, you have some settings, and I want to show you them really quickly, then I will explain how these work. But this is the simple version of Chibi, because now Chibi is divided into 2 different modes or levels, call them as you want. One is the basic mode, and it's the one you are seeing right now, and the other is the expert mode. I will show you it later. You also have 2 different plans in Chibi now. If I go on the pricing page, as you can see, you have a light version and a monthly normal version, because with this light version you only have the basic features in Chibi, and it's only $20 monthly for unlimited documents and unlimited writing. But you don't have, for example, expert mode, memory, and other specific tools that I will show you. Anyway, here you just need to insert a title, for example. Let's say my title is this: what is aromatherapy? Now I just need to go here, and as you can see, the only thing I can do is or start writing by myself or prompt with this little button here. This slash appears, and here you can insert your prompt. So let's say this is my prompt: write an introduction for a blog article about what is aromatherapy. And now this button appears, it's the only thing I can do, so I just need to click on run prompt, and Chibi will start to write this blog introduction. Perfect, this is my intro, and you just need to know that when you use prompts, Chibi is now using the ChatGPT API, and it's one of the best implementations of these APIs I've seen across all the AI writing tools. Now, I have my introduction, and as you can see, now I have 2 different buttons. One is continue, and the other is prompt. So here I can decide if I want to prompt again, or if I want to continue. So if I click on continue, Chibi will write maybe another paragraph following this one, or I can prompt. And I want to show you a little difference, because if I put my cursor here, I just have a continue button. I don't have a prompt button, and it's a little bit different. It's different, this icon. So if I click here on continue, in some way AI will expand this paragraph, But if I go here, this continue is different because another paragraph will be generated. Just to show you how easy it is, I click on continue and let's see what Chibi writes. As you can see, it's adding on this first paragraph. But now, let's say that I want to prompt something. For example, I want to ask for an outline. Write a detailed outline for a blog article about what is aromatherapy. And again, I just need to click on Run Prompt. And here I have my very detailed outline. It's super easy. So it's like giving your prompts, for example, to ChatGPT, but here the difference is that you don't get all the fluff that ChatGPT always writes. So for example, yes, for sure, I will give you an outline and so on. You just get your output. Then now I already have an introduction, so I can get rid of this. But I can go here, for example, and I can make this my H2s by going here. And here, if I want, I can prompt again, for instance, write about the above heading. I just need to click on this Run Prompt and Chibi will write something for me related to this heading. Then, if I want, I can click on Continue. And on and on and on like this, I can generate all my article. As you can see, it's something really cool because maybe you use ChatGPT, but in ChatGPT you can't interact with your different parts of your outline. For example, you need to copy and paste the outputs in another document. It's quite messy and I don't really like the classic chat interface. I like very much this way of working because now you have ChatGPT APIs here, and I think when GPT-4 will come out, it will be implemented in Chibi. And now you can interact with all these different parts in a really cool and easy way. Obviously, you can also write by yourself something and just click on continue, and depending where you are in your document, these buttons change. But now I want to show you some of these settings, because here you can, for example, set all these visualization in a different way depending on how you like it more. For example, you can have a smaller Canva, you can have a medium one or a larger one. I like medium. You can change the font, maybe you prefer this kind of font. You can change the size of the text. You can change the line spacing depending on how you like it more. You can change character spacing or paragraph spacing, in this case. You can also indent your paragraphs. This is used, for example, for stories, but maybe you like to see it like this even when you write articles. And you can change your font contrast with this button. As you can see, the contrast is a little bit more if you activate this one. You have different writing modes. This is for articles. If you want to generate copy for ads, for example, you need to use this copywriting mode, or if you are writing some kind of story or fiction, you need to use this story mode. This is saved document by document. You can insert a word count goal here, for example, let's say 1500, and as you can see now I have it here, and you can tag your document however you like. For example, I give a test tag here. Then I have other little settings here, and stay with me because I have to show you even more things, really cool things in Chibi AI. Here, for example, you can define your background. Maybe you just want a gray background, so you can use this, or maybe you like these images. And this is so cool when you work on writing something. You can change your light mode or dark mode here. This is the mature mode. When you activate this setting, you can even write about usually restricted content, because if you use prompts, you are using OpenAI and ChatGPT APIs. If you use continue, you are using other different models, for example, the new models that just came out from A21, when you activate this mature mode, you can't use prompts anymore, because prompts just use OpenAI, and as you may know, OpenAI doesn't let you write about some topics, some sensitive topics. It can be adult topics, sex for example, it can be political topics, or maybe even some health topics. With this one you can write about anything, but you have some limitations. You can't use prompts, you can only use continue, so maybe you start writing something and then you can use continue to write about sensitive topics. Anyway, it's an option, maybe you don't need it, or maybe sometimes you need it and you can activate it or not. Then you have a sidebar here with your notes and Scratch. This is really useful if you need to write some notes for this article. And then you have this cup of coffee or cup of tea, and here you can toggle expert mode. Remember, if you purchase this light plan, you can't use this expert mode. You can use it only with this plan, the $42 monthly plan or this yearly plan. And as you can see, you have expert mode, memory, specialized writing tools, train Chibi with custom templates, reusable variables, community access. So, what happens if I click on this and activate this expert mode? As you can see, now I have new buttons here. So, let me close this, and I want to show you these new buttons. Here, for example, you can see a brain icon. If I click here, now Chibi will use memory. What is memory? If I now click on this sidebar, as you can see, I have more tabs here, and I have a memory tab. Here is where you insert whatever you want. For example, these are just examples. Topic, the topic of your content. Audience, product description, main character for stories, or maybe you can insert some facts you want to use in your document, and Chibi will use these when writing. You just need to label this content like this, so label column content. This is the pattern you need to use here. You also have your custom templates here, so you can train your AI for your specific needs, so you can create your own templates. This one is one of mine. For example, you can train AI and then use it inside your document. It's something advanced. This is why it's in this expert mode. You also have your variables. Again, something advanced. You can generate variables and then reuse them in your content. And then you have your leads here. This is something that was there even in the previous version, and here it's in the expert mode. So all these tabs are active only with expert mode, but this is not the only difference. As you can see here, if I go here for example and I click on prompt, now this prompt window is different from before, because here I can insert long prompt. These prompts are very similar to ChatGPT prompts. You can go longer than you think. And this is just an example. Write 5 catchy title ideas about what is aromatherapy, use power words, make sure the title doesn't exceed 60 characters. This is an example of long prompt, but you can go even longer. Then you can choose if clicking on enter, you will have your output here, or if you toggle this to button, you will have your output in the sidebar. Let's try with this. As you can see, I have my titles here, catchy titles, no more than 60 characters, and I have even my prompt here. I can copy these to notes, I can use one of these as my title, for example this one, I like it, and when I close this sidebar, I can go and change my title here. If I want to open again my sidebar, I can do it here with this button. As you can see, I have my last outputs. I think it can memorize up to 20 outputs. So if you need to go again, watch them, reuse them, this is really useful, but please note this is stored in your browser cache. So if you refresh your browser cache, you will lose this sidebar content. If you don't want to lose it, you can copy it to notes. Now the difference if I run this prompt here is this. If I don't toggle this to button, the output will be written here directly in the document. As you can see, it's here. So the difference between basic mode and expert mode is that here you can use even longer prompts. But the magic doesn't stop here. With expert mode, you can also have your prompt library. So if I click on this button, as you can see, I have my custom prompts. And if I want to use one of these prompts, I just need to click here, and my prompt will be copied here in the document, and then I can run my prompt. And here it's writing some misconceptions about the topic, because this is what I asked with my prompt. You can create your new prompt directly from here, you can tag them, and you have an history of the prompts you run. Even here you have at maximum 20, and they are stored in your browser cache. But there is something even cooler here. Watch this, because when you have some text now in this new Chibi, you can select your text, and now you have some other tools here. You have a normal summarize tool, then you have this rework tool. This is really cool, because here I have some aromatherapy benefits in this example. Let's say I want them to be in a list, but this is just an example, because clicking on rework, you can ask whatever you want. You can ask to rewrite the same paragraph, maybe with some little differences. You can ask to insert something, get rid of something, or maybe give me the benefits in a list format. So Chibi will use this output, this paragraph, and change it based on my instruction here. This is really cool. It's the only AI writing tool I saw with something like this. As you can see, it's giving me this paragraph, but in a list version. And this is just one thing you can do with this rework tool. Let's try with something different. Rewrite in first person. This is another example of what you can do with this. Again, as you can see, now I have more or less the same paragraph, but it's written in a first-person point of view. You can play with this rework and ask whatever you want, and even here, if you toggle these two, you will have your output in your sidebar, so it will not overwrite this paragraph. Then you also have this review button. This is really cool, because with this review button you can review just one part of your article, or maybe even your entire article. If I click on review, AI will analyze this paragraph and will give me some instructions on how I can make it better. For example, the content above lacks credible sources to support the claims made about aromatherapy's impact on the immune system and sleep disorders. The use of words like potent and sedative effects should be backed up with reliable studies, and so on. As you can see, it's reviewing my content and it gives me some ideas to make it even better. But you can do it with an entire article. Now, I opened another article to show you this, and if I select all my article, we are talking about a bit less than 2000 words, and if I click on review, AI will analyze all my article and will give me suggestions. The content provides a good overview of the different types of mattress available and how to choose the right one. However, there are a few areas that could be improved. The content could benefit from more statistics or expert opinions. The section of InnoSpring mattress could be expanded. The content could also include more information on the different certifications and so on. As you can see, it's helping me to make this article even better. And again, this is something exclusive to Chibi AI. No other tool is doing something like this, and this is made possible by the NLP brain that Chibi has implemented. Really, really cool. So this is basically how the new Chibi is working, and this is why I'm saying that this is the best AI writing experience I've ever had. If you want, you can try Chibi for free. If you see here, yes, when you subscribe to Chibi, you have 5,000 credits to test. So click on the link in the description. It's not an affiliate link, so I'm not saying that Chibi is good because they will pay me. They will not pay me. You can then choose between this light plan and the monthly normal plan with expert mode. You choose because maybe you just need the basic settings, so maybe you don't need your prompts, you don't need memory and so on, so you only have the basic features. They are enough if you want to generate your content, and you will have anyway unlimited words. Then maybe you will need something more, you will become an expert in using prompts and other tools, and you can go up to this $42 monthly plan. I'm sure I missed some little details of this new Chibi, but anyway, I hope you can see how this AI writing tool is really different from the other, really easy to use and straightforward. And I'm pretty sure it will become even better with the new GPT-4 that it's coming out. I hope this video was helpful. As always, if so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you like AI tools or any kind of digital tool. I like to talk about them, I like to try them and show you how they work. Thank you very much for being here and see you soon in another video.